Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we'll go to directly to the camera. No transitions. That's it. Got my phone in the way. So, how's everybody doing? Um, I don't know what it is with me late. Well, I know what it is. I think I tell my wife all the time that I'm cursed. That anytime that I try to plan something, nothing, absolutely nothing will go right. It's always that way. So, but it turns out that I tried to use Restream to restream to all the platforms, but Restream does not want to work. And then it turns out that even if I tried, well, actually, I'm using OBS Studios for YouTube, so it's actually working now. But I had to do some weird things. So welcome everybody. I know I'm like staring up here, and the camera's right there, right there. That's where the camera is, and you guys got a camera here. So let me just boot over to my YouTube. It says it's streaming, but I don't even know. Every time I open up the YouTube Studio to set up the stream, it never connects. But it's connected. I don't get it. So I'm just gonna go to my main page. Say screw this. One day YouTube will fix all of the shit bugs in their system. I can't. I don't even know why it's not even working. What the hell's going on? I'm just gonna close down the browser and. My brother sends me some weird stuff. It's a good thing you guys don't see it. So what's on everybody's mind today? On my mind today, and for the past little while, let me just kind of adjust it here because the lighting is affecting it. Maybe a little spotlight. Oh, maybe a little spotlight on me. I'm trying to get it set up here so that at least you guys, write some comments. I can reply back to you. So just let me go to my YouTube here on my computer. It's always technical problems, and now I have to sign in because I've never been signed in on my computer before, which is bullshit. Okay, I think that's the account. And 6:30 here in Quebec, so I don't know if you guys are munching down, having supper with your family. I just finished having some salmon. Cooked some salmon there for the family, for me. Some salad. Just salad. You might hear my kids come running down and poking over my shoulder. But that's okay. That's life, right? Okay, so let me go into my videos. Okay, I'm live right now. Let me check it. So, there it is. Let me go into my videos. Alright, so, I'm live. So I can answer your replies or see your messages pop up on YouTube. And I'm live here on Facebook, which is a rare opportunity that I ever get an opportunity to do live like this for Facebook. So I hope all you guys and gals out there, fellow explorers, are kind of dealing with this COVID thing. It seems to be causing a lot of chaos or giving people, from what I see, this Black Lives Matter thing, I think is being abused. I'm constantly seeing people going out and just raiding places and destroying property. And just this past weekend, I'm kind of disappointed in my fellow Quebecers who live in Montreal. Just decided to ransack one of the parks and kind of how would you say it? Well, they broke one of the statues there, and the head came off, and they spray painted it and stuff. It was very disappointing. But guess what? the world is coming to a fucking end, my friends. So that's one thing that we all have to prepare for. I don't think we have to worry about zombie apocalypses happening, because if it did, I think that's the least of our worries. Um, but yeah, hell is freezing over here in the world, not just in Canada, but the rest of the world. Um, so lately, I have been slowly posting some videos uh, up on my YouTube channel and transferring them over to Facebook. And I've been kind of using Facebook as my main medium now, because honestly, YouTube is suck balls. And if YouTube is listening, you could demonetize my channel. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I'm having a lot of problems where people who I know have been following me, and especially with Exploring with CF. Let me see who's watching me right now. Somebody's watching me. I can't see it. Somebody's up there. Anyway, um, like CF is one of my good. Well, we were good friends. We're good online buddies. We're fellow explorers. We've chatted a bit. We we know each other enough to say that we're good friends. At least I think so. And he's been having problems where he's been subscribed to my channel, and he's been automatically being unsubscribed from my channel. So he was the one that actually was coming on and coming off, coming on and coming off all the time. And the other thing is I find is that YouTube is, for some, well, I know the reason, but it's a stupid reason, where they don't show your entire number count of subscribers. Why? Well, the reason is because they're stupid. Just fucking stupid. They think that showing a certain number will not deter people from wanting to watch my content. So showing a less number of subscribers is the way to go, apparently, because it makes you look bad. So compared to like people who have like thousands or millions of subscribers, they feel that to have a certain amount psychologically makes you think, oh well, okay, this guy's not too bad. He's got some subscribers because he has this number. But if I was to have all of the number, the total amount shown, it could discredit me, which to me that's like the most stupidest fucking thing ever. And I'm not censoring my shit anymore. I do sometimes, but I'm like, why should I? My kids watch YouTube religiously all day long, and all I hear is suck, ass, dick, cunt, fuck. Every word that you can think about is being screamed aloud while these idiots, and I'm sorry, I have to call them idiots because they act like idiots, and because they're allowed to act like idiots, it gives them the not the opportunity, but it seems like YouTube is just allowing it, and it's okay. My kids are 7 and 9, and they both like watching YouTube, but their attitudes totally change. So anyway, we'll get away. We're just like getting off the subject. So the reason why I wanted to come on today, and I wanted to say something about urbexing, it's been concerning me. Now, I've been into this for a few years, and I'm like, I enjoy doing what I do. I get an opportunity to check out a cool building once in a while. I take some risks, but it's the risk value that I'm questioning. And that's what I wanted to get you guys' feedback on. Just the past few weeks, I was in Ontario, and I was doing some exploring, and I was meeting up with Brad, and it came to my knowledge that some urbexers have been releasing a lot of information on locations, right down to the detail. And if you guys are watching this, who I'm not pointing any fingers, that's not what I'm doing. But you may know who I'm talking about. Now I'm from Canada. I'm not from the United States, so I don't know what it is like in the United States or the UK, the rest of the world. Excuse me, I just ate supper. Um, I don't know what it's like for the rest of the world, but here in Canada, we have some popular urban explorers that are making it big on YouTube. Um, but now they're starting to reveal locations to the point where their videos are showing up on the news. So yeah, again, not trying to point any fingers, but some of you may know, if you're in the circle of the Canadian explorers, you may know who this is. And I've actually met the person. So my concern is what are we going to do about it? Um, I'm getting to the point now where I have to reevaluate how I'm going to do things in urban exploring. And for me, the reason why I haven't been doing a lot of exploring is because, well, first of all, I have now a job. Secondly, I have some health issues that I have to deal with that kind of makes me depressed, and therefore doesn't really put me in the mood to go out and exploring. But when I do have the opportunity to mentally and physically be able to go out and handle some locations, because me, I have a lot of times I go and I drive, long distances, and I don't mind it, but it has a bit of a toll on yourself. Um, but now my concern is because of the things I have to deal with. Now I have to deal with explorers, you know, giving out locations. Now, mind you, I am not a hypocrite. I can still consider myself a bit of a noob because I'm still learning a lot of things, and a lot of other urban explorers who out there will chastise and criticize us YouTubers because we're all out there to make money. So I'm not making any money. It costs me a lot of money, but to go to locations where, to the point now, I'm kind of afraid where, you know, are the police waiting for me? Am I what kind of laws am I breaking? Because we all are breaking certain laws, and I don't want the police to start cracking down on urban explorers here in Canada, because locations are given out in detail, and you know it kind of makes me nervous to think that, well, okay, if somebody goes to a place and exploits the location, and the police are watching, because the police are watching, they are looking. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a special task force just to find urban explorers, but according to some police, they say they don't have the time. Trust me, if there's money involved and they can make money, they'll do it. But now I have to be concerned about certain locations that I go to, because if I get a tip, or somebody says, hey, let's go check out this place, depending on what it is, I might not do it anymore. And there are some explorers that I think that could be kind of causing issues with the local people. Now local people are taking part in keeping an eye on locations, so that, if they see somebody going across a field to a specific building that they know that explorers are going to be there, they're going to call the police. And this could be another problem. And I just want people out there to know that not all of us wants to go into like somebody's home and make it an Urbex location, but it may not even be an Urbex location. It could be actually somebody's home or little getaway, and people are breaking into places and saying, "Oh, well, if he's been in there making a video, then it must be abandoned." And then next thing you know, you have people going to locations and destroying it and vandalizing it, and they were probably not even abandoned in the first place. So I just want to kind of everyone's thoughts on this, and find out what your opinion is on this situation. Now, winter's going to be coming soon. It's going to be a little bit difficult to find locations. Not difficult to find, probably more to access them. So I'm going to be going out again very shortly. I've been talking to Brad. He's been wanting to go do some things with me, some other people as well. And I have to really choose my battles when it comes to where and how I'm going to execute my next videos. And like I said, I don't want to be a hypocrite. There are some videos that I have that could possibly technically give away the location of where I am, and honestly that's my fault, and that's something that I have to make myself more aware of and be careful. Now, I had to kind of be truthful to myself when I make Urbex videos, is that do I want to make everything clickbait? Is that the way to go? Should I not be honest with myself and say, well, everybody's doing this just so that they can get the views and the ratings, but are they being true to themselves? And I want to be true to myself. I want to be an urban explorer. I don't want to put stupid thumbnails on my channel and make it clickbait and have people come and view my stuff, and it's just not me. And I don't think it would make any difference if it did bring in some subscribers, because right now I don't understand the logistics of the analytics that YouTube is showing me. Like, YouTube is showing me that I'm getting thousands of views on a video, for example, and I get 0 subscribers. I don't understand that. So I think YouTube in a certain way is kind of blacklisting certain people on YouTube, and with a simple flip of a switch on their system, you could become popular overnight. And the other thing is that some YouTubers out there here in Canada who are making it big, there's two different sides of it. They don't want to associate themselves with people who have accounts that don't have any subscribers. They only want to socialize themselves with people who are big YouTubers making money, and that reason is because they want to cross reference their content with each other so that they can get more ratings. They don't want to help out a little guy. It's usually the little guys that want to help out each other. And to me, that's the reason why I kind of wanted to start Urbexing, was an opportunity to go out and meet people. But in my time that I've started, I've met some really cool people, but I've also met some negative people that really don't want anything to do with me or anything with anybody else just because of the number of subscribers. I just think that in some way sharing the wealth it benefits everybody. But now when it comes back to, again, talking about locations being exploited and given away and shared, this, and I'm not saying like just like one on one personally. That would be great, but this is being plastered all over every social media, and on YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, whatever's out there, and it becomes a little difficult because now we're giving ourselves away. If it was easy to find, a location that was accessible, didn't have to, I never break in anything. And if I did, I couldn't admit to it. But if it was simple as something as walking through a door because the door was broken because it was old and it collapsed and what stuff, then to me that's an explore that I would consider okay to do. If I have to force entry into a place, that is not the way to go. And I've had some bad experiences, but I haven't forced entry, but I've entered a place like in one of my previous videos. There was an alarm system in there. The place was live. I could have gotten into a lot of shit for that. And now I have to, like I said, reevaluate how I'm going to do things. So I'm going to be doing more videos, just content, exploring historical places, landmarks, and stuff like that. But again, because of this COVID thing, it's becoming very difficult to do a lot of these things, because places that I like to go are either under high surveillance or there's a lot of surveillance around it. Like when I went to, Kingston, I've been to many times. I visit some places there, inside and outside, and the locations that are near there are becoming more and more secured by security, like I can't even think of the company, but there's a lot of them around there. So I was hoping that a lot more people be on today so I can get some feedback, but that's okay. I'm gonna try to do another one, but another live feed, but not here. I have had some technical difficulties the past couple of days, and this is like the only way that I can make things work. So I'm using my phone and my computer at the same time. We'll see what happens. So right now for me, what I have planned coming up, I'm going to be doing a bit of industrial areas. I like industrial areas because to me it kind of shows a bit of history of what was going on in the past. But the problem is here in Quebec, or saying here in Montreal, there is a lot of industrial era left behind, that was used in the 1800s, but nobody's documented anything. Like that's the reason why a lot of videos that I create, I can't get information on. The recent one that I done with that building, that I kind of checked out, it's a part of history right there. There was a lot of buildings that was there, but now it's gone. But there's no history. There's nothing. There's no documentation of these locations. Now it's basically all becoming flattened land for condos, and that's another. Hey Urbexy, thanks for joining me on my YouTube. I am double platforming today. I'm on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you're just new to what's going on, I kind of wanted to discuss about issues here in Canada that I see with urbexers kind of giving away locations to the point where the news and the authorities are becoming involved. And it's like if you see a video nowadays here in Canada of some people, they're basically giving you the address to the front door, how to get in, yada yada yada. And to me, that's like, if I was using one of the Urbexing database websites that I kind of associate myself with, like anybody asking, where can I go to explore a place? you will not get an answer. The only answer you get is you find somebody, get to know them, have them feel comfortable with you, and then maybe they'll give you a location. Oh, so Urbexy is here. I'm going to translate this over to my Facebook stream. So Urbex telling me, he says it's becoming a huge problem there as well, especially so-called explorers who sell out to the press. So um, see, I didn't know this was happening. So it's happening in your area as well. And for me, it's becoming a concern because what if I want to go to one of these places and explore the location, but it's a hot area for anybody to go and visit, and then you get busted, you get fined. I've never got fined before, and I hope I never will, but now it's gonna make me think twice about going into certain locations and wanting to explore it. Uh, the worst thing here in Canada is, and I know it's all Canada, but I see a lot here in Quebec, and it's happening in Ontario, where somebody doesn't explore at a location, exploits it on YouTube or Facebook, and then within a couple of weeks, the building is torn down. That's what they're doing now. It's their only alternative is to destroy these buildings or these landmarks immediately to avoid any not confrontation, but like any liability in terms of people getting hurt or in breathing in asbestos and molds and stuff like that. Um, and we also have to think about the younger generation who are now getting involved in urban exploring. Accidents have been happening. Like I heard of lots of accidents in some locations that I've been wanting to go, but it's a little bit dangerous getting in. And then some of these kids, they're young, they're able to get into a location, but they're a little bit naive, and next thing you know, they're falling through a hole that they can't see, and they break a collarbone or something. These are stories that I know. So I'm kind of asking Canadian explorers, for that matter, if you're going to do a location, if you're going to post something up on Facebook or on YouTube, just keep that mentality, the rule of thumb for exploring. Don't exploit the location. Um, we work hard at trying to figure out where some places are. We use like Google Maps. There's other means, uh, you know, cross-referencing the videos and the locations to kind of get an idea. Okay, well, this person's here. How do I know how to get there? And it becomes a big job. It's too easy for somebody to just give it away, but then you're not just giving it away to fellow explorers. You're giving it away to authorities, and which makes it very difficult. And here at Urbexy, some people have been that I met and have been following are giving away things, and it's showing up in the news, and it's not good. So, um, so like I said, I'm going to be doing some more industrial areas in the coming weeks. Like I said, I have a new job now. I work at an airsoft company. Spend a lot of time doing the research. If anyone is too lazy to do their own research work, I agree with you 100%, Urbexy. I've spent hours at night just researching and researching and finding places. Sometimes I'll get somewhere, and then sometimes I don't get anywhere. But I work hard at it, and I'll even sometimes share all of my locations with people because I can kind of think of them as a friend and a fellow urbexer, and I trust them, and I hope that they don't exploit that information with other people. So far, I don't really think it's been happening, but now it's like I'll keep it to myself. I'll share it with close friends that I do urbexing with, but it just seems that you can't really trust anybody these days. I didn't even realize that there was a lot of drama in the Urbex world, but there is. So it's like kind of like the days of our lives. Shit happens if you're paying attention. That is, um, and you kind of get caught up in it. You know, when you over time, as years pass, you start meeting people, you start going to places where people live, and you start seeing how other people are doing things differently. Yeah, there certainly is, Urbexy. Um, and I came on it because honestly I really want to kind of touch base with everybody. I watch Exploring with CF. I watched a lot of urban exploring videos during this COVID-19 situation when I wasn't working, and it kind of, it kept me going. It kept inspiring me to want to do it. So I hope you guys continue doing what you're doing it safe, and we can't always say that it's going to be not legal. It is illegal. When you have a sign that just says no trespassing, hey, that's it right there. Um, but like I said in my the opening of my video, is that you know there's three things I try to follow, and I got this from CF. Um, you touch nothing, you leave nothing but footprints. That's two things. Whatever. Pretty simple. And I have a kid coming down. Or is it my wife? No, it's my wife. Okay. She hurt her ankle really bad, so she's coming down. You all right? What you doing?
Where are those sheets?
I'm gonna take care of it.
In the printer?
Oh, the sheets are on your desk.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna end us off shortly, I guess, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys all out there know that I will be continuing to upload to YouTube, but I'm not going to be focusing on YouTube. The thing is that Facebook allows me to do everything that YouTube kind of takes away from you, because you're not considered YouTube material. They are a production company. They have the puppet strings controlling everything that you do, and they're trying to push us and everybody else to spit out content out of our ass every second and every minute. And that's the reason why a lot of the stuff that my kids watch is just garbage. I'm like, you know, I can't get into it because it's so frustrating. But that's what the youth and what media is about on YouTube. It's pumping out absolute garbage. But then again, some people might think urban exploring is garbage. It's a what do you call, a double-sided sword? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be going out traveling too far. I know that I'm going to be trying getting into some paranormal stuff. Yes, I want to try and get in, explore that a little bit. I really like paranormal. I like to watch interesting stuff based on ghosts and ghost hunting. Now, again, this is a subject that in the YouTube world that can end up just being a bunch of hokey pokey shit. But hey, if you got a millimeter and and some app that can beep blop and a bunch of words, and you make it look like there's ghosts talking to you, then people actually will fall for it. But I'm going to be trying to do it on a side where I'm a skeptic. I do believe that in some way is energy transitioning around us, in a spiritual plane, probably energy or whatnot. Yeah, Urbex is telling me is that YouTube is bursting at the seams with fake paranormal bullshit, and it's a It's a fad. It's a phase. It's like a trending thing. That's what YouTube wants. What is trending? You know, I remember one time bottle flipping was a huge thing. My kids, that's all they did. If they found a bottle, they would immediately start a bottle flipping. That's how retarded things are. I feel bad for channels that actually believe in it. Yeah, but I don't want to do it in a way where, you know, I go into a location and I turn on a millimeter and I see a little flicker of power or something, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a ghost. Oh my god, it's a ghost. No, no, no. Or, you know, have some kind of device spitting out a bunch of words and trying to interpolate something that's not there. You know, it's great for the views, but it's, to me, it's just like a form of entertainment. It's like if I'm watching something on Netflix that somebody put together. It's not real, but it's entertainment. So, you know, that's probably where the value comes in. But I want to get into some simple paranormal things. Use some simple materials, some simple devices like lights, light bulbs. Turn so it's something that could be considered bullshit too. But you know, you have to kind of take my word for it. I know that I have uh, my buddy Brad in Ontario. He has a couple of devices, and he wants me to get together with him, and I would love to do it. I would love to see it. Like in his one of his videos, I see him getting pushed, and he got scared the shit out of him. This is what I would love. I'm like, dude. I'm like, get me there. If there's an actual fucking ghost pushing people around, I'm like, push me. I'm like, I'm not afraid of this kind of fucking stuff. You know, I see so many people. But anyway, we all know the fakes from the real, or even the fakes from the adventurous. But if some guy is standing in the shadows, uh, you know, unless he has a gun, I'm gonna protect myself. If there's a creature gurgling in the fucking woods or something like that, I'm gonna grab a stick and I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of it, and then I'm gonna drag its ass back to my fucking car and bring it to a fucking police station and say, look what I found. I found some fucking creature in the woods. I'm not gonna let it just like scare the shit out of me. Um, so that's me. But then again, I would never know if I saw something in the fucking woods that would scare me, or in a building lurking. I don't know what my reaction was, but I can guarantee you, I would try and document it. Yes, I would. I would try and document it as best as I could, and then I would kind of leave it up to you to kind of determine, you know, when it's real or not. So, Urbexy, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you with the, you know, little chat that we had. I just want everyone who's going to be watching this video, if you do watch it, just think about what I'm saying about, you know, the lies and the, you know, the exploitation of locations. I want your opinions on it. You can leave it in the comments below or save it for the next time I do a live video. I will get back to that because I want to know other people's opinions as well on it. This is something that I do only because I don't do it for YouTube. I make it look like I do it for YouTube because I put it on YouTube and everybody wants you to be the next fucking Steven Spielberg on YouTube or whatever. But I'm content with just going out as a hobby, having some fun, getting out of the house, and just, you know, documenting and recording. I love making videos, so that's why I do it. And that's it. I probably would be doing this probably for another decade, as long as I live, and we'll see where I am by then. We'll see where all you guys are by then, and maybe things will kind of balance itself out, you know, with the, you know, with the bullshit and the non-bullshit, because it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Until next time, don't forget to come and check out my other streams that I do, because I do a lot of streams at the location that I work. If you're only interested in airsoft, because I like a little bit of airsoft. I'm going to be doing a big showdown on the 13th of this September. And we got a big location, guys. Big location. I'm going to be working to protect the terrorists. The terrorists. I'm going to be a terrorist. I'm going to be with the Russian terrorists. Yeah, everybody have a good one, man. And that's it. Hopefully next time I'll do a live stream, I'm not going to have so much technical issues. And with that being said, I love you guys. I love you all. I do. I don't say it just because I want to get ratings. I just say it because I want to get laid. No, I'm married. I don't need to get laid. All right. Ciao, Bell, for now. And let me see where we go from here. I got to stop my streams.